Hello tacticians! The Mythic mission chains are, unsarcastically, surprisingly, the most fun feature that's been added to the game since 2022, because they call for some unconventional tactics, and that's what I love in games like this. Today I finished Calandis' missions, and in my infinite wisdom, unmatched generosity, and generally being the single most awesome person on the planet, I decided to share with you the how. First, a quick summary. Mission 1. Cause 4 or 5 or however many hits with Calandis in a single turn. For this one, bring her into a tournament arena with power-ups, or into survival, have her grab the melee hits power-up, and stab something in the face. Your mileage may vary in the TA depending both on the RNG giving you the right arena for it, and on your opponent being a cooperative. I don't have any footage of this because fuck TA with a sledgehammer. Mission 2. Deal 12,000 damage with Calandis in a single turn. Theoretically doable in the arena, possibly by triggering both the Overwatch and her passive during an enemy turn, but much more reliable in a raid, and I'll give you a practical example of that at the end of the video. Yes, I'm making you work for the TactiLOL. Or you can use the timestamps to go straight to the payoff, you sneaky perp little git you. Mission 3. Defeat 80 enemies with Calandis during her Overwatch. Best done in one of the same hand campaign stages with Imperial Voxcasters. Set up right and you can just tap and turn until your finger falls off. Mission 4. Defeat 2 enemy units under the effect of attempted possession. The quote-unquote enemy part of that is a bit of a misnomer, because you need Calandis to kill your own unit that has been mind-controlled by Tacticus, and that is only possible by baiting said unit to melee Calandis to get stabbed in the face. Here is how I did it.
Okay, so for Calandis' mission, I believe 4, to destroy 2 enemies that are under the effect of attempted possession, which is Tacticus' active, you want to do this. First, remove Maugan Ra. Second, play a little bit. Tacticus will only use his active when the target he uses it at can actually hit something, so bringing Athena up is just fine. Do this on your turn 1. Okay, with the enemies positioned like this, Tacticus can now reach this hex, which means that you can bring Jainzar here, and I probably fucked this up, but I will find out soon. Use Calandis' active, bring Eldrion over to here, so that he's debuffing Jainzar, who is now on low ground, and do the same thing here. And just like that, you got Jainzar killed with extreme prejudice and +1 for your mission. Whee! Funsies! Okay, let's win now.
Mission 5. Deal 30,000 piercing and whatever energy damage with Calandis. The energy damage will just happen on its own if you use Calandis. For the piercing damage, I would recommend finding a good arena with Snotfloga and set up something like this. In this particular scenario, unless Snotfloga crits and brings Skalgar to lower health than Calandis, the spawning grot will attack Calandis and get a new piercing for his ugly face. In your turn, finish the grot, blow up the spore, and heal Calandis. When Calgar gets low enough that the grots start going for him instead, bring Izzy next to him and heal him. Repeat until 30,000 piercing damage, and then you can also farm any missing energy damage. And now the part you've been waiting for, Calandis dealing massive damages in a raid. I would like to apologize to and thank my guildies for being understanding with me for basically throwing away a raid ticket to pursue my selfish goals here. Welcome to TactiLOL!
So let's start as usual with Calandis replacing Ragnar. Position like this. This was a mistake because of Calandis' overwatch. She will screw up the next turn. Doesn't matter. Now that overwatch will make sure Karn destroys the Admech, whom you normally want to attack with Galgortz's Wa for better positioning purposes. So here I would have recommended, with hindsight, which is 2020, to have attacked the first Admech with Calandis first, so that she would have wasted her overwatch. Anyway, let's continue. Obvious Forge Fiend is obvious. Now it's time to Wa somewhere where Galgors will be out of the way. Just make sure you don't hit Belisario's call, because then Galgors would have rushed onto the high ground hex, which Calandis is gonna be using. There, that went perfect. Now for the setup. Place Calgar and Eldrion so that they both affect this hex. Calandis has now been Wa buffed by Galgord, so she has movement 4 and 2 melee hits. Let's go! Shink! And that's been 18,000 damage, beating the 12k mark. Yay! It is done! The rest of the run follows as normal. So let's just watch it. I screwed up positioning here. Calgar is out of Calgar's buff range. Or Karn is out of Karn's buff range. One of the two. I screwed up positioning again. Everybody is out of LD buff range. Oh well. That run sucked.
And that's how you can get your love-struck tsundere Space Elf cutie to Mythic, Tactician. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again, eventually. Kaurin, out.